Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Aria, the founder of Mira Health and Wellness, and I am super passionate about helping women empower their fertility naturally. As some of you might be aware, I recently hired myself a fertility coach to help get me pregnant in the next 90 days, and I've just completed weeks 7 and 8 of the fertility coaching program with my coach, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that with you today, what we spoke about in weeks 7 and 8, and hopefully there's a couple of things in there that might help you on your journey to conceive as well. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit the red subscribe button down below and like my channel so that you are the first to know when I release brand new content just like this. So guys, in week 7, we spoke about eliminating stress and meditation and why that's important when trying to conceive. Now, the reason why it's so important when trying to conceive is that it actually helps manage the parasympathetic nervous system, and it helps draw out that female energy that we need when trying to conceive. That's something that I didn't know, and I'm always busy all the time, and I guess I sort of stopped to think about, really just getting back into the zone and getting grounded, and meditation isn't really the forefront of my mind most of the time. So this has been a little bit tricky to try and incorporate into my daily routine, but I feel great when I get a moment to do so. Now, I wanted to just discuss with you what I spoke about with my fertility coach, and hopefully these techniques will help you. But we talked about meditation, and if you guys want any tips or tricks for meditation, just let me know, because I'll be more than happy to share those with you. Now, the techniques that my fertility coach taught me were a couple of breathing techniques, and these really help just to, I suppose, calm down that parasympathetic nervous system if you are in a state of stress or if you've been having a busy day. So I found them very, very helpful. Now, those two techniques are the 5-5-7 breathing technique and the box breathing technique. So I've practiced both of those techniques over the last couple of weeks, and I haven't actually been doing them in routine, but I have been doing them in moments where I feel like I've needed to implement them, and they've really, really helped. So the 5-5-7 breathing technique is simply when you breathe in for 5 seconds, you hold your breath for 5 seconds, and then you exhale for 7 seconds. So 5-5-7, in for 5, hold for 5, out for 7. Now, I'll go through that with you right now, and please feel free to join in if you like. So breathing in, hold, okay, so let's try that again. Hold, out. Now that's the 5-5-7 breathing technique, and you'll just want to do a couple of repetitions of that to really sort of get in the zone and start to bring on that sort of feeling of relaxation. The other thing that I learned was the box breathing technique. So the box breathing technique, you do it in breaths of 4, so counts of 4 in a box scenario. So you want to breathe out for 4 breaths, in for 4 breaths, hold for 4 breaths, out for 4 breaths. Okay. I found this one a little bit tricky when I first started, because you're breathing out for 4, in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. So I'll give you an example of that. So we're going to be breathing out. Okay, so another example of that. Let's do it again, and please join in with me if you feel like it. So out for 4, in, hold, out. And that, guys, is the box breathing technique. And we spoke about these 2 different breathing techniques and utilizing them in meditation as well. And then the other thing that we also spoke about was incorporating the I am statement, which I spoke about in the video that I did for week 1 and week 2 with the fertility coach. And my I am statement was, I am unstoppable. And I still feel like it really sort of resonates with me, and it makes me feel like no situation is greater than I am able to accomplish. It really makes me feel empowered, and I love that I am statement. So I am unstoppable, and I have been incorporating that into my meditation as well, and it's been working wonders for me. So guys, give it a go, give those breathing techniques a go, because they will help you. The other thing that we learned about in week 7 was self-care. We spoke about really spending some time just to honor self-care and doing things for yourself that really just, you know, give you a bit of a state of relaxation. Self-care doesn't have to be hard. Like, I mean, I get up in the morning and I go for a 45 to an hour walk, and then I come home and make myself a fertility smoothie. And both of those items are self-care items because I'm doing something for myself that I enjoy. Other things that you can do for yourself to help promote self-care might be take a long relaxing bath, put some lovely bath crystals in, maybe light a few candles and just sort of relax. You might want to take some time out to read a book. You might want to take some time out to do a facial, a manicure, a pedicure, like anything where you're doing something for yourself. You know, that's my cue. And last but not least, in week 7, we just recapped on what I should be doing in my luteal phase, because that's where I was in that week. So just honoring my energy levels, just understanding that if, you know, I was feeling more energized to do more activity, if I was feeling less energized to do less activity, just doing what felt right for my body within that time. Eating antioxidant rich foods, fiber rich foods, swapping out my fertility smoothie for a detox juice to help pull out all of those hormones. And then my fertility coach just wanted me to go through the meal plans that she had in her book as well, and just look at you know, some new recipes I could be incorporating potentially into my diet, and all of those recipes were in the recipe book that she had given me. So more than happy to share with you guys. So if you are looking for more recipes specifically for fertility, do let me know. Pop a comment in the notes below, and then that way I can do a few videos that are more based around what sort of recipes, you know, you should be eating at different stages of your cycle. So you just let me know. Okay guys, so in week 8 we spoke about sleep, glorious sleep, and how important that is when trying to conceive. And one thing I didn't know is that sleep is just as important as what you eat and how much stress you are under. And I always thought, well, if I got sort of, you know, 5 to 6 hours of sleep a night and I was feeling good, then that was fine. But that's actually not really the case, and I should be aiming for 7 to 8 hours sleep as a minimum every single night. Now, the reason why is that when we sleep, our body is at our optimum state for healing and creating life. And this is really important when trying to conceive for obvious reasons. So sleep is obviously very, very fertility promoting, and it's very, very powerful ingredient for women trying to conceive, because it helps lower the adrenal overactivity. It also helps balance your hormones, it boosts the immune system, and it increases stress resilience and enhances your overall health as well. So for those reasons, sleep is vital. Now, my sleeping patterns haven't been that great. I'm a bit of a night owl. I am typically really, really busy during the day, and then when I get the opportunity to relax at night, I do, and then I obviously do a little bit more work and study and mum life and me life and all of that, and I typically go to bed quite late. So what I've been trying to do is get a bit of a routine around sleep, and trying to make sure that I've been getting sufficient sleep every single night so that my body has the opportunity to recover, repair, replenish, detox, and do all the wonderful things it is designed to do while you sleep. Week 8 for me was a interesting week as well, because I actually felt very, very defeated in week 8. During week 7 and week 8, you knew in week 7 I was in my luteal phase, and so coming into week 8, by the time I had my week 8 coaching call, I'd actually done a pregnancy test and it was negative, and I tested on my birthday whether or not that was a good thing to do, and I was pretty disappointed because it's been the 3rd month that I've been with my fertility coach and trying that I tested negative, and I've been trying really, really hard to get pregnant in that time. I've been doing everything right. I've been following my fertility coach's guidance like textbook perfect. I've been doing everything that I could possibly do to maximize my chances of trying to conceive, and I've been tracking my fertility through multiple ways. I've been doing BBT charting, I've been doing digital ovulation tests, I've been recognizing that I've been ovulating, and I've been timing intercourse to give myself the best chances to conceive, and it hasn't worked. And I've been very, very disappointed. So in week 8, yes, we talked about sleep and we talked about how important that was for the body. And I think what I've learned in the last couple of weeks will be very, very beneficial moving forward. But in week 8 specifically, I just felt very, very defeated. And I just needed to vent, and I did, to my fertility coach for a little while, because I couldn't understand why I was not getting pregnant. And look, it's hard because I'm doing all the right things and there's no reason why I should have any issues with falling pregnant. But it's one of those things. I feel like in the last couple of weeks my body has changed though. I feel like my body is being a little bit more consistent with the way that it reacts throughout my cycle, and I see that as a positive, and I'm just holding on to hope that next month I get my positive pregnancy test. I'm just going to remain positive and let's see what happens, guys. So anyway, look, I derailed in week 8. I became very demotivated. I probably ate a little bit too much chocolate, and I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit more positive now about things. I think that for anybody watching this video, we all struggle with infertility at some degree, and it's not easy, and in a lot of cases it's unexplained, and I think that you just need to keep a positive mindset as much as possible, and that's why it is really important to incorporate all these good things into your daily routine, because it gives you something to do and something to focus on. And even when you're not having the greatest outcomes, you can actually go back to sort of what we learned in week 1 and week 2 about sort of anchoring that motivation. For me, it's my ring. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but my ring is one of my anchors. It gives me hope basically when things are tough, so that I can get through the tough times with hope that I will conceive again soon in the future, and I'm sure it will happen. Good things take time, and I'm okay with that. So guys, here's to another month of trying, and I hope that I've got some good news for you next month. So have a great week, and I will see you in a week or 2. Okay, bye guys.